Hi everyone, this is Jessica. Welcome back to my channel. This is the second video of my Baddie on a Budget series. I've been a practicing minimalist for about 1 or 2 years now, and I recently started to gain a significant interest in personal finances and money management, so you're coming along on this journey with me. I started researching more about what I can do as a teenager to take care of my personal finances because I feel like a lot of the times it's geared towards adults who have a large income or who have a job or need to control their spending. So I wanted to make videos on my channel kind of addressing teenagers and college students like me who want to take care of their personal finances but just kind of don't know where to start. So I just finished reading this book titled Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by Harv Eker. This book is one of the most profound books I have ever read in my entire life. To be fair, I don't read a lot of nonfiction, real-life scenario type books, but if I did, this would probably still be one of the best. This is the first audiobook I've ever listened to, and it went by super fast. It was 5 hours long, but I was listening to it before I went to bed, at the gym, etc. I think that a lot of people push personal financing away until they're not busy or until they're older or until it applies to them. But that is far from the truth. If you actually want to start making money, you have to start now and not wait till later. And this audiobook takes you 0 effort to listen to, and I swear you will gain so much out of it. So this is a good place to start. I recommend listening to the full audiobook just because it includes so many great stories and so many personal experiences that this guy shares on how he created his wealth and made it last. But if you just want a quick overview of things that I thought were most significant and valuable to me, then you can go ahead and keep watching. This book really analyzes what makes poor people different from rich people. And obviously you might think, oh, it's money. But really it's a bunch of different factors that a lot of people don't take into consideration. Since this book is titled Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, it talks a lot about your mindset. And a lot of people hate talking about mindsets. I saw this the other day on some YouTuber's video where someone commented, oh, I'm glad this is not a video about your mindset because I don't believe mindset changes anything. And based on what I read in this book, if you don't believe that your mindset actually impacts you and changes things, then you're probably broke. One of my favorite quotes from the book that literally was dropped right in the beginning is, don't entertain thoughts that don't empower you towards your vision of wealth. Enough is said in that quote. It's super powerful. Just really take it to heart and really understand what that means. Back to back of my favorite quotes here, but the second one is, your income can only grow to the extent that you do. You know, you really have to think about where you are currently and where you want to be and the steps you can take to get there. The author talks a lot about how if you stay in the same place and do the same things, you're going to get the same results. If you don't switch something up, like, what do you expect to change? I really like his personality because at times he's just very blunt, almost petty to some extent. This isn't really a quote, but the next thing that I learned is that you need to create passive income in order to be financially free. Before researching more into personal finance, I had no idea what passive income was. Like, what am I supposed to do with it? Like, that's supposed to make me rich? Like, I don't know. There's a ton of videos on YouTube as to what passive income is and how to earn it, but I think I'll make my own as well in the future once I figure out how to earn it. This was Millionaire file number 15, I believe, in the book, and it is, rich people have their money work hard for them, and poor people work hard for their money. One of the things the author also recommends is to write down 10 things that you are grateful for every single morning and read it morning and night. This is gonna sound really cliche, but when life is difficult, it gets more difficult to think about the positive things in your life. So I think by starting your day off by writing things that you have to be grateful for in this life, you're ultimately going to be more positive. You're going to work towards, creating more positives in your life. Overall, I think this is a great practice that everyone should implement into their daily routine. I believe this is Millionaire file number 6. It is, rich people admire other rich people. Poor people resent rich people. Going off of that, if you resent what other people have, you will never have it. This section of the book was so good. It talks about how people were conditioned since they were growing up to think about money in a certain way. He kind of brings in the law of attraction as well, but basically what he says is that the universe will help you acquire money if you show you are ready and happy to acquire money. If you have a negative attitude towards not only money, but also rich people, How are you supposed to become a rich person? Because imagine the universe is trying to help you and it sees you hate money and you hate rich people, then why would it want to make you a rich person, and why would it want to give you money if you hate all of those things? Millionaire file number 7 is one that I have not practiced in some areas of my life. Rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative, unsuccessful people. Rich people see other successful people as a way to motivate themselves, whereas poor people try to bring rich people down. I will admit, I used to not be a fan of rich people because I felt like they could be doing so much more with their money and could be helping people. What came to my mind immediately was studying in groups. Group A is staying on topic, going through the study guides, answering all the questions, going over questions that don't make sense, and are getting out of the library at a great time and they understand the material. Group F is sitting there goofing off at the library. They're not really going through the material. They only make it through halfway of the practice exam until the library closes. Now, which group, A or F, do you think is going to do well on the exam tomorrow? Obviously, Group A. Unless it's an AP Physics exam where, it doesn't matter how much you study, you can still fail, Of course. I think it's really important who you associate yourself with in this life, who you're friends with, just because it can really influence who you are without you even noticing it. Going off of that, another quote in the book is, people have to work to stay in the dark if there's light all around them. If you're surrounded by a bunch of positive people that are working to be successful and know they're going to be successful, then you're going to try and be successful like them. It's kind of like back in high school when I used to put myself in 11 AP classes. Whether my fellow classmates knew it or not, they were pushing me to be successful in those classes. I had to study all the time. I had to do well in the exams. I had to do all my homework. And that's because I was competing with the best of the best. In summary, if you want to achieve success, it's really important to analyze who you surround yourself with and make changes accordingly if those people don't support you and your version of success. Another one of the quotes relating to this topic is, either they move up or you move on. This one can obviously be applied to so many areas of your life. If you can't keep up with my level of success and where I want to be in life, then bye-bye. I've had experiences with people in the past who were not motivated towards any goals and were not passionate about their future. Whereas I am someone who needs to be motivated and passionate about something to have a fulfilling life. Because this person had a certain way of living that was extremely different from my way of living, there was no way that I could achieve my goals surrounded by this person. It just wouldn't have worked. Energy is contagious. If you're surrounding yourself with people that are negative all the time, that aren't happy, that aren't working towards bettering themselves, then how do you expect yourself to overcome that when it's all around you? The next millionaire file that was really significant to me is that rich people like to get paid for results, and poor people like to get paid for their time. The problem is that time is limited. Going off of that, the author also mentions how it's really difficult to be extremely wealthy when you are working on straight salary for someone else. I have never really taken this into consideration, and I think that's my downfall because I overwork myself at hourly jobs. So yeah, going off of that, he also mentions the benefits of starting your own business and what it can do for you. So this next thing is a common misconception by a lot of people in today's society, that if you have a large income, you must be rich by default. Apparently that is not correct, which I did not know about until I started researching more about millionaires and the way they live their lives. What I've realized is I've been living in the scope of celebrities on social media, and they live extremely, extremely lavish lifestyles. But apparently, true millionaires are often those without lavish lifestyle. Those that live well below their means are often those that you should consider millionaires. So what Eker says is focus on your net worth, increasing your income, increasing your savings, increasing your investment returns. And this is probably the most important step, which is decreasing your cost of living by simplifying your lifestyle. If you focus on income alone, but you are spending so much money on your lifestyle, how are you supposed to be a millionaire? So imagine this example. You're working super hard on a treadmill, you think you're losing a bunch of calories, you're sweating, you get a great workout in, you're done. Then after your workout, you go eat a bunch of unhealthy food, and don't work out until the next week. Now, do you expect to see significant results in your health and your weight loss? No, because if you are earning a lot, but you're consuming just as more, you will never see results. You will never be rich. Millionaire file number 14 is that rich people manage their money well, and it is the difference between financial success and failure. This is one of the key reasons why I adopted more of a minimalist lifestyle, because one, a high consumption lifestyle will never make you rich, and two, a high consumption lifestyle will never make you genuinely happy. In terms of specific things you can do, the author mentions making a separate bank account for certain things. One of them is a separate bank account titled your financial freedom account. You put 10% of what you have into this account every single month. The trick here is that you never get to spend any of this money. Ever. Well, at least temporarily. Another account that you have can be called your spending account, or what he calls the play account. You also put 10% into this bank account as well. What this account is for is to nurture yourself. It's kind of like self-care spending. I think self-care practices are great and they should not be ignored. They should be implemented into your routine. What I love about this idea is that you are guaranteed something that you want because you are committed to setting aside income every single month into this account. So you're never going to go broke and wish you had, I wish I had more money to do this thing, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have to worry about it. It's already in there. What's also great is that you cannot exceed what's in this account. So you don't have to worry about going broke if you spend your money on an experience that you really want to do or on a product that you really, really love. The key is that this money is coming from money you set aside specifically for spending, and that this money is not coming from your savings or your emergency account or your retirement fund. What he suggests is to put 10% in long-term savings, 10% into your education fund, 50% into necessities, 10% into your give account, and then 10% into your financial freedom account and 10% into your play account. Did that math add up? That's 100% an A+ bank account. So those are all of the significant things that I learned from listening to this audiobook. I strongly advise you to read it for yourself, but hopefully this video gave you some more insight into what financial freedom looks like and what this book has to offer. This will be like a book review channel. Overall, I'll give this book 5 out of 5 stars. It was great. Life-changing. I'm going to be a millionaire at some point in my life. I'm not sure how, not sure when, but it's gonna happen. I'm speaking it into existence. If you enjoyed this content, like this video. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!